Alright, so tomorrow marks 1 year that we've been married.
Recorded in a long time. It's been a really long time since we've been anywhere without any children.
That's true. So, life update. There's a lot to...
We got 20 minutes.
Alright, ready?
Go.
I don't know.
Okay, well, for starters, my hair is really awful. Don't look at it. So when you're watching this video,
Why is the tire flat again?
look like from here down. Because I feel like it'd be awkward if I kept my hand on my head the whole time.
Give me quarters.
Why?
The tire pressure's low again.
I don't. Is it on over there?
No.
Well, I feel between a rock and a hard place. Also, I was just finishing telling him that if women, it was acceptable for women to have beards and, you know, I could actually grow one. I wouldn't see my double chin.
Sorry if it's noisy. We're driving and it's raining, so kind of double whammy.
If I held myself like this, I look pretty good.
Alright, so it's been a long time since we have posted a video.
Very. Like probably a year.
No, because...
Have we posted anything since?
Yes.
What have we posted?
When we were on Russian news.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay.
So if you haven't watched that, go watch that video. We were on Russian news because of our wedding.
Back, Jack.
Okay, Sai. Alright, so tomorrow marks 1 year that we've been married. 1 year since our COVID pandemic drive-in wedding. If you haven't watched that video, you're really far behind. That's like our most viewed video ever.
I heard.
So go watch that one.
Yeah.
Like, so viewed, it made its way to Russia and got put on the news.
Yeah. We could be famous in Russia. We're probably not. But
We might have been a billboard in Russia. I mean, we're not, but we could be.
You know, we could be famous and not even know it. Probably not, but...
So a lot has changed in 1 year. And
it's gonna be so shaky.
I know. It's once we get on the highway, it's just bad.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, so a lot's changed. So we got married April 25th, 2020. Right at the start of the pandemic of COVID. Of course, you all know that it went crazy, shutdowns, lockdowns, whatever. Where do we start? We
didn't get a honeymoon. Just throwing that out there.
We did.
2 days in Cincinnati.
Okay, well,
I guess that's more than some people get.
It's not the honeymoon we had planned. It wasn't our trip down the coast of California in a rental Jeep.
And we decided to have a baby in there, so it's probably just never going to happen. Maybe when we're like 50.
Spoiler alert, we had a baby.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know that either, I mean, you should know. I guess they haven't had a
That's
video
under the
about
assumption that everyone on here is on like our Facebook or something.
Also true, this video could blow up right here, and then we could have like thousands upon thousands or millions of viewers. And then they wouldn't know.
We have a really bad habit of rambling, and we have a short drive.
Yeah, on our awesome first anniversary day.
So, tomorrow's Sunday, so we have church all day. So, the only true day to celebrate our anniversary is today, Saturday. And I mean, granted, we were given most of the day free. Like, we've been free since 3 p.m. Yeah. It's 6:45.
We're old.
And where are we going?
We are going to Cruisers in Seaman to eat dessert and have coffee. Because we're old.
I won't have coffee.
I will. My coffee it's black.
Sort of
black
a little
coffee.
bit hungry, I'm not gonna lie.
No. I guess you didn't eat as much as I did. So basically what happened was, and if you commented any kind of restaurant, we might try yours out one day, maybe. But I posted asking for suggestions for restaurants for our anniversary date, and
people gave good suggestions.
They did. They gave really good ones. I have this issue. We don't get date nights often. Like,
Hardly
when it's
ever.
just us.
Hardly ever.
Very few and far between.
There's actually, the last one that was just us, you were still pregnant, I think.
Yeah, because the last date that we got was for Valentine's Day, and we took Carly because I just couldn't believe her yet.
Yes.
But anyway, so we have this issue that when we go out on date night and it's just us, I feel like we had a date night where we went out to B-Dubs not too long ago. Harley was with us, just kidding. She was there. So anyway.
Was that chili coffee?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
She was there.
Anyway, so when we get a date night, you know, I always think like we'll pick someplace nice, maybe someplace we've never gone before, or someplace we haven't been for a while. Which is why I asked for suggestions, because I wanted something maybe different, something with a different atmosphere, cool. But then I always get craving B-Dubs every time. So then usually we end up at B-Dubs, and I love B-Dubs. Great
Solid
restaurant,
choice.
yeah. But like, you know, you should branch out, because we also go to B-Dubs as a family a lot. So you know, a date night, something that we don't generally take the kids to or something. No, we always go to B-Dubs, and it's my fault. I'm not complaining. It's always my fault. But I had a track meet this morning, and it was close to Portsmouth, and my brother and sister-in-law was there, my mom, and we were talking about this, and like the sad thing is I'm already craving B-Dubs. So Billy Joe decided, or suggested, that we should go there for lunch. So then I get my fix, and then we can go to dinner tonight, and I won't feel the need to have B-Dubs. Well, that backfired when we ate at like noon or 1, and I got a huge burger and tater wedges, fried pickles, cheese curds. Also, I've lost 10 pounds on watching what I'm eating, and that went out the window today too. But it's the weekend, it doesn't count. But anyway, so now I'm not hungry, and then it was raining, and we were both tired, and we're like, we should take advantage of the fact that we could just stay home and take naps. So
And we attempted that too. Don't get me wrong.
But we have a baby.
The one time our baby would not nap.
Yeah, she decided to just cry the whole time.
Which is not like her.
It's not. So we didn't get naps, but we like lazed around for a long time. I also was in a baby shower Zoom, which is kind of cool. But anyway, so we're not going to any cool restaurant. I mean, we like cruisers too, but really, we've both been to cruisers a lot in our life, I'm sure. I don't know if you have, but I have.
Not like a lot, but
we go there like every now and then, something
so
different. But anyway, I did call. I don't know if that's weird to call and ask restaurants what desserts they have, but I did, and they have a lot of pies. So we're gonna go eat pie, and I'm gonna drink coffee, and we're gonna enjoy our 1 year.
we sound so old.
We do.
So, alright, so back to the whole person, the life update. She already spoiled that we have a baby. Newsflash. So, we got married April 25th, 2020. We went on a family vacation that you know nothing about that summer to Tennessee for like a week. And the reason that you know nothing about it is because we decided that this was going to be Emily's first breakout vlog, like her recording it, her editing it, putting it all together, like her first like vlog that she did on our, on this channel.
We still have all of the videos, and I'll do the vlog one day. It'll get done maybe.
So we had a good vacation with family, her family. The boys made knives. That was cool.
They loved that.
We went tubing in the river. That was fun. Went up to the mountains a couple times. We had a cabin. We went swimming with a cool, like an awesome hot tub.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put some clips in this so you just have a taste of what I'm talking about, since you'll probably never see the actual video. So we had a good vacation. I love Tennessee. Oh, should I even say this?
What are you gonna say?
I love Tennessee because they're more conservative
Wow.
and they're not as strict on like COVID things.
Oh yeah, it's really nice.
I probably just like a lot of people just got mad at that.
Oh,
If you want to have a conversation about it, message me. I'll explain my reasoning. Anyway, so we had a good vacation. We found out pretty much we knew
Basically knew.
on vacation that we were expecting.
But
no one else knew. It wasn't confirmed for us. We hadn't done an actual drug test. I was a drug counselor for too long. Pregnancy test to confirm, but we knew.
We decided, and just to calm all the suspicions, if there are suspicions.
It was after we were married.
It was after we were married.
We both saved ourselves till marriage.
And
we were pure.
And it wasn't an accident, because I feel like that could also be like, we prayed. I prayed, I guess. He wanted to have a kid right away. I did not. But I prayed. And
What I tell everyone, we already had 2 teenage boys. We have built-in babysitters. What's adding one more to the mix?
Well, anyway, we felt like it was the thing to do, and I'm glad that we did it, because now we have also Harley, and
yep, so we have...
It really hasn't been like a huge deal.
Also, I posted a thing on Instagram asking for questions for a Q&A video, and I never went back and checked all of them. I'm not sure if there's any. You guys don't like me, so there's not many. I'm just kidding. But the only one that posted something last time I checked was like my son, Damien.
Oh my gosh.
And all he said was...
He's the master of questions.
All he said was, talk about your kids. So, we have 3 kids at the age of 27 and 26. I'm almost 28 in like 2 weeks, if that. Anyway, we have 2 sons that are twins. They just turned 15. So yes, we have 15-year-olds at 27 and 26, even though we were pure until marriage.
Figure that one out.
Figure it out. A little riddle for you there. Actually, it's funny because my boys love to make that joke to people that like I had them when I was 13. Because I mean, if you do the math, that was like how old I would have been. When I was 13, I was in 7th grade. Yeah, no. Anyway, and then we have Harley Joe. She is 3 months old. She is such a chill baby.
Beautiful.
She's a good baby.
She is the cutest thing I ever did see.
I'll put some pictures up. But no, she's super chill. We prayed for a good baby, like literally the entire time she was in the womb.
Yes.
Because we both knew that we couldn't handle 2 teenage boys and a fussy baby. And so God answered that prayer and gave us a baby with hair and a chill baby. So, family of 5.
Yep.
In a very short amount of time.
Very. Oh.
We are ahead of the game.
We are.
But I wouldn't change that for anything.
No.
I'm in love with our family.
An awesome life.
I love our family dynamics. I love our structure. I love all of it. So
the boys are so good at being big brothers.
Yes.
So good.
They take such good care of Harley.
It was like it just came
feeding
natural.
her, changing diapers, checking on her when she's fussy, just
and
holding
she loves
her.
Them. Her face lights up when they walk in.
Yes. So, so we found out I think in June that we were pregnant and due February 8th. So in the midst of that, I quit my job.
And started a business. And I got a new job.
And she got a new job. So, I worked for the counseling center for a little over 4 years as a substance abuse counselor. That's not the right terminology anymore. Chemical dependency counselor and a mental health specialist and crisis intervention specialist.
It's a lot to say.
Well, I had a lot of titles. And it was like with COVID, it kind of screwed everything up as far as we weren't meeting in person anymore, so all of our sessions were over the phone, and I don't like that. I'm much for like eye contact and body language, and if you're a counselor, you know body language is very important to your counseling, and so like I wasn't cutting out for the phone calls and all that, and it's like my mental health was degrading quick. Like I mean, I guess I was getting by, but
well, it had been a feeling before that though too.
Well, yes, I didn't just like up and quit.
It wasn't just COVID. That was like I can't handle this. It was a long time coming.
It was a build up. But I knew that God had called me for Christian counseling years ago. He just hadn't opened the door yet. And so I couldn't leave my job until he opened the door. Like, I wasn't released from that job yet. Anyway, so that was the whole process. I actually remember very specifically July 4th, we had to run to the dollar store to get something. My mom's dog was dying, so we went to get Pedialyte for my mom's dog. Anyway, we were driving home, and like, I don't know, like we were driving 247 and like there was like fireworks going off kind of like all around us, and this like sense of, the only way I can explain it's like nostalgia set in on me. So like not like a sad, but kind of like a bittersweet type thing, like something was ending, a chapter was ending, kind of like when like you graduate high school. Like it's a good thing, but like you don't know what's next. It was that feeling. So we started praying about it. Emily admitted later that she felt that night that she needed to ask me if I should quit my job. She didn't because she was scared. Fair enough.
Well, I mean, at that time, like I didn't have a job technically because
she was a substitute teacher, but then COVID happened. And it's, So,
like,
I was the income for our family. Anyway, so praying about it, and then she wasn't really looking for a job.
Kind of just fell in my lap.
It was a posting in the paper for the Board of Elections in Adams County.
And my mom showed it to me.
Her mom showed it to her. She applied for it.
And I even hesitated. I'm like, well, my plan was to go back to the sub, and I'd been loosely working on my intervention specialist license. But I wasn't super committed to that. Like, I took one test, didn't pass, knew I needed to study a lot, so I wasn't really doing much. But that was just kind of the plan. I hadn't really put much thought into looking for a job. But
so she applied for it, and I feel like from the get-go, she's like, I feel really good about this. I think I'm getting this job.
Yeah, I was excited. I wasn't nervous. Most of the time when you apply for a job, at least for me, it's kind of nerve-wracking, something new. Are you gonna get it? Should I actually do it? None of that. I just felt good. I was excited. I was I thought I nailed the interview. I thought everything just went so smooth.
Because I think it's because going into the interview, she was pregnant. She was newly pregnant. I don't remember how many months you were at the time. Maybe 1 or 2 months, maybe 3. So she wasn't showing anything.
We had already announced it.
Had we?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
because
Yes. And so she was talking. We were talking, and she's like, should I tell them I'm pregnant, or kind of wait and see if they ask if I'm pregnant? Because when you're going to a new job, vacation and time off, that's a big factor.
And
so
for me, and I know I had so many mixed comments on whether I should or not, and I knew that technically they couldn't not hire me because I'm pregnant. But on the other hand, I kind of put myself in their shoes and be they just hired this person and then found out, oh hey, by the way, I'm gonna need 6 weeks off here and just not very long down the road. That's kind of a shock. So on a moral level, I guess, to me, I just decided I'm gonna be upfront with them, and if God wants me to have this job, He's gonna give me this job, and I'm just gonna be as honest as I possibly can. And it actually from the moment it left my mouth to them, they were like, oh, that's no big deal at all. And it actually worked out, because starting out I didn't get a lot of vacation, and they had to give me the 6 weeks off, obviously, but it was going to be unpaid because I didn't have that time built up. But it just so happened with this job, it's literally the best job in the world. I love it. But with this job during an election, we get so much overtime. They don't pay overtime for those days. They give it to us in comp time. So that's time. It's basically like vacation. It's time that you can take off throughout the year. And it just so happened, and this is how God works, when we knew that He let me have this job, He blessed our family with it. But after the election, I had 6 weeks, almost exactly 6 weeks built up in comp time, to where I not only got my 6 weeks off that I thought was going to be unpaid, that I thought we were going to have to budget for, but it was 6 weeks that was paid. So that was, a blessing in it of itself.
On top of, I was leaving my job, so my insurance was going to be going away.
And my job came with insurance.
And
it was
insurance.
Almost the amount that he was making. A little bit less, but not majorly less. It was every little thing we knew. We knew it was God.
Yes. So with that being said, I guess I quit my job, but to open up a biblical counseling office, I went to college for biblical counseling and psychology. Had been certified 2 or 3 times, I don't remember now. Thought it was going to be specifically in a church setting, but then God started revealing to me the need for it in our community, more so than just a church. And so long story short, I opened a biblical Christian counseling office. October 1st was the official open day. So that's because, I left my job the end of August, and I spent all of September getting the office ready. So renovating the office was quite a task. But
and in the midst of all that, we moved. I don't think we even mentioned that.
No, we didn't.
We moved from West Union to my childhood home, which it worked out. My mom and she had been talking about this for a while, her big house by herself was just kind of a lot to take care of, and she had a whole farm and everything. So she offered us her house, basically, and we put in a smaller house on the farm for her. Which sounds really weird to a lot of people, but, like, to all of us, like, it just made sense. Because our family's growing, and she obviously wants to be part of that and needs people around. So it's worked out. And it worked out, too, because we have another building that we were able to use as his office on the farm. So we don't even have to rent a space anywhere. So we basically just rent a house for my mom and help her out as much as we can. And she helps us tremendously with the baby and the boys. And it's been good. So we've had a lot of change.
I feel like there's more, but
I don't even remember. So, like, moved, pregnant, or married, pregnant, moved, counseling,
your new job.
My new job. I made it through my first election without dying, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then we had Miss Harley.
So we had Harley in mid to late January. So a little bit before. She was 3 weeks early.
Yeah, I ended up developing preeclampsia. So they decided the best course of action, because my blood pressure was everywhere. I shouldn't even say everywhere. It was just super high. They decided to take her early by C-section, and honestly worked out for the best. Like, I don't regret that in the slightest. I was honestly really struggling with the idea of childbirth anyway, and the C-section worked out great. So yeah, and the healing process was super smooth from it too. So that wasn't.
We had great staff at the hospital.
Oh yeah,
great doctors, great
our
staff.
Stay was great.
All of that was.
We were very blessed.
That was great.
Yeah. The only, like, negative to any of it was the fact that I realized I don't like being pregnant. Not really anything to do with Harley herself. Like, I love her, and I'm glad we have her. I'm just a whiny pregnant person who really hated being pregnant. Well, I don't like restrictions. I'm stubborn. And I felt miserable. And I wasn't even sick. Like, Lord help us if I get, like, morning sickness.
Like actual morning sickness.
Because I wasn't sick at all.
I had all the sickness.
He did. I wasn't sick at all, and I still felt miserable.
I had the migraines the first trimester. I don't remember what I had. The third trimester, I had crazy dreams. Like, very vivid crazy dreams.
You would get cravings, too, some, didn't you?
Yeah.
I did have a lot of cravings. I just ate a lot of food and got really, like, gained a lot of weight.
You were very swollen.
I was, and I didn't even realize, like, at the end, I looked at pictures from my baby shower, and I didn't even realize, like, I don't even look like myself. I honestly thought I just got that fat. Like, I really did. I thought that's what it was. I knew my, like, feet and my ankles and my legs were, like, swollen, but I didn't realize my face was. Because I just thought I really gained a lot of weight. But looking back, like, no. I was super swollen. Like, it was bad. And honestly, I'm so glad they took her 3 weeks early. Because at that point, I was getting nervous for my health and for her health. Like, if it kept going the rate that it was, it could have been like...
I just glitched. Like, is there like a lazy eye going on?
I don't know. But anyway, it really, like, soothed my mind that they took her early, too. That way I knew that everything was okay.
Yeah. It was definitely an experience. I mean, she was born a little bit... Not underweight, but she was small.
She was really
She was, what, 6 pounds, 3 ounces, and dropped down to 5'11" before we left. So
yeah,
we had a little bit of a struggle getting her up to a good weight.
Yeah, the first month was rough too, and I'll say, like, I learned a lot about, like, breastfeeding and stuff along the way. It's hard, and I wasn't producing enough, which made her not be able to gain enough.
But because she's so chill, we didn't know that she wasn't eating enough, because she's just a chill baby.
Like, you would think.
Now she loves her food, and she will let you know if she's not getting enough food.
But
back
then
she would
just wanted to sleep, and that's what the doctor said. Sometimes they're like that, and they won't let you know that they're not getting enough. And I just assumed that she'd be crying if she wasn't. So we ended up having to supplement for a while with donated breast milk, we'll call it. And
we are blessed with people around us that
overproduce,
are good producers.
Yeah, which is nice. So we didn't have to switch her to formula for 2 months.
Yeah.
She wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was almost 2 months, wasn't it, when we switched to formula? Or
She was
a
a little over 2 months.
She was a little over 2 months.
And we didn't really have to.
We didn't have to. It was, but honestly, like, my mental health has been better.
For her, like, pumping schedule and all that, yes.
Yeah.
We could have still probably ran off donations for a long time, but we didn't want to.
It was just getting a little more stressful, and we just thought
formula's just easy.
Formula's easier, and they had me I was on a pumping schedule, and I couldn't do it. I felt like I was attached to this pump forever, and I never had freedom, and it was just, to me, it was awful. Like, I didn't even realize how bad I was until literally the week that we switched to formula. It was like this load lifted off my shoulder, and I think I was a different person. I think I was.
Our house was slightly crazy for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and like hormones are still like coming out and everything, but it just that like whole fact, I don't know why it really like got me down, but the whole breast, it was just the stress of it all. I think if I produced like normal, maybe it wouldn't have been as bad. I think it still would have been a little stressful, honestly, because like being at somebody's sole source.
Stressful, but I don't think
it would have been as bad, because I was so worried about her like getting enough and like feeling guilty and then having to pump and then thaw milk and making sure that we had milk when we were going somewhere, and then the guilt of just feeling bad, like if I could just produce them we wouldn't have to do all of this. And then there's that whole guilt that sits in that you switch them to formula, and you're like,
luckily we have a great pediatrician who is like, by all means, if you want to do formula, like he's so laid back that like he's like, it's not a big deal, do what you want to do. And I love that, because like I need someone to be like very straight with it.
Yeah.
And he is. Yeah.
Yeah. But now we are in a pretty good rhythm, I think. I was still learning. Figuring it out.
I feel like a lot of it just comes natural. When you have a kid, like you're like leading up to it, like, how do I know when to do this, or how do I know how to, like, you just do it.
Yeah. I was so nervous because I've never been a baby person.
I've always been a baby person.
Especially a newborn baby person. But it really does. Like, it comes so natural. It
kind of kicks in.
Yeah. It's hard to explain, but it's true.
Yep.
My eyes look really blue.
I was noticing that. I can't tell how my eyes look like because my glasses keep.
Is that a compliment?
You make it sound like I never compliment you. You always do some videos that make me sound like an awful person.
I like it when you compliment me. He likes my eyes. It's cute.
You sound slightly crazy.
Been a little crazy today. Crazy for you.
So anyway, big vlog coming up. I'll let it sink in for a second. Hold on.
Oh, that was delayed. Yeah.
We are headed to Colorado. In like
a month.
Not even. Well.
That's,
yeah. A little over a month. We are driving. We're glutton for punishment, crazy, I guess. We are driving to Colorado for her cousin's wedding.
My cousin, who said she would never get married, but thank God she's getting married, and we all get to go to Colorado.
We prayed it on her.
It's gonna be so great.
Yeah, so we're taking a huge family vacation down to Colorado for the wedding, and spending about a week down there. So I've always wanted to go west, so I'm actually really excited. A lot of the drive will probably be boring. We're kind of like, I want to ride around like Kansas and stuff. I don't want to drive through Kansas.
Yeah, I think that's kind of my, like, in my head, I think we'll just.
So we have to kind of figure out our, route and all that.
And I'm wanting to try, like, we're making stops. Obviously, we have the baby, so we have to make so many stops. And we have the boys, and we don't want them to be bored the whole time because, good grief.
Luckily, they have phones that keep them pretty entertained.
Yeah. But I'm
Pray
hoping.
for me. I'll go on driving
I think,
it.
like, in my mind, though, we're driving, and I think this is going to be the first, like, because we're going to leave the weekend before. We're spending that whole week with the family in a big house, which will be awesome.
Yeah.
And then we're driving back that weekend, and I'm wanting to span over a couple days of driving and, like, seeing things, because we've never been on a family vacation, just us.
No.
Because every vacation we've taken as a family has been either with my family or his. And we forgot Indiana, by the way. We went to Indiana with your family last summer. Did we not?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
My sister's weird. We went to Elkhart, Indiana to go to the Elkhart RV Museum.
It was pretty cool though.
It was cool. Don't get me wrong. It's like all kinds of like customized RVs and campers and like historical ones. And, like very cool. Never would I looked at a list of attractions like, oh,
Yeah.
RV
I go to
Museum.
that one. But it was fun.
Anyway,
But I was thinking, I'm like, we've always gone with either your family or my family. And so we've never had just a vacation, just us with our kids. And so I think I'm kind of excited for the drive just because I think we can make some stops and like maybe see some things on the way where it's just us and the boys and Harley. So it'll be kind of like our first little vacation, just our family. I mean,
it's not little, it's like a 20-some hour drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, our first kind of vacation experience, just us.
I think it'll be cool.
In a car.
Yeah.
It's Colorado.
We might go insane.
Hours.
We might really regret it. We might sell our car when we get there and fly back home. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that, but we might feel like it.
Anyway, we went to Tennessee again not too long ago.
We did.
Like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I couldn't vlog that because my sister has a foster kid, and if you know, like they can't be like on videos or anything. So I figured instead of trying to just avoid that, like just not even record it, and that's okay.
Yeah, but it was fun.
It was fun.
We enjoyed ourselves.
It was packed.
It was very packed.
Never go to Tennessee on Easter weekend.
I think it made it worse this year though, just because of the pandemic and everything, and stimulus money and
Maybe.
everything. Like,
just pick a completely random weekend to go, like completely random.
Yeah, but I still had a good time.
Yeah, it was
nice.
a good time.
It was nice to get away.
But busy.
Yeah, but I think that's it.
So we have Colorado coming up.
Mhm.
Is there anything else coming up? I feel like we have some like big things coming. I think I'm thinking of the youth group.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff.
So we got the teen leaders and like we have a lot of events planned, which is awesome. Yeah. I'm excited for it. But I think when I think of what's coming up, that's what came to mind. It was like a bunch of teen events, which is awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Colorado, June, July. I think that's about it. It'll be summer soon. Probably some more vlogs in the summer when we can do some more things.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Do some more things. Is that all?
I think so.
Ready to get some dessert and coffee, you old woman?
Yeah, I look like huge, like a giant community. Like...
Well, because you're up close with the camera, I'm leaned back from the camera.
This makes it a little bit better.
Oh man. Anyway, I think that's actually all of it.
I think so too.
I'm sure we missed a lot.
Next time, maybe my hair will be done. It's been like a sore subject.
So we made it through year one. Well, tomorrow we'll have made it through year one of marriage.
Yeah, we haven't killed each other yet.
There have been times.
A lot of days I've asked him why he married me.
You mean every day?
Probably. He calls me weird all the time. Like, well, if you're gonna think that I'm weird, why'd you even marry me? We're supposed to be weird together, honey.
A lot comes out after marriage.
I just like to make jokes. I'm the same me that I've always been.
I just spilled Gatorade all over me.
That's what you get.
I didn't know dad jokes get worse than just like dad jokes.
I think I'm funny. And I bet some people in here, you'll find out.
I don't even know.
Like, she's so funny.
Oh, it drives me nuts because they get it in small portions. I get it all day, every day.
It keeps everything fun
Oh.
and fresh.
What's been, I think, funnier than her jokes, because they're not funny, is her pregnancy brain.
That's not funny. That's scary.
It's kind of funny.
Today's been awful. I can't. Like, that's mom brain, I guess. It's went from pregnancy brain to mom brain, but I can't remember a dang thing. I can't. And I can't focus.
And then when you add 2 teenage boys on top of that. Oh, man. It's never boring.
No.
Never boring. If you need entertainment, come to our house. have dinner with us. You will be entertained.
Have Damien tell a joke.
If he watches this, you better apologize.
No, he knows. I never understand them, but it's just it's
cute.
funny.
It's cute. He's 15. He probably would not appreciate me saying it's cute. But he like thinks up these jokes and
he thinks that
he
they're
tells
funny.
them with the full intent that you're gonna laugh,
which
makes us
funny.
laugh usually. So then he thinks he's funny, and so then he continues.
Hilarious.
It could be like the equivalent of, how do you open a door? You push it. And he would start rolling laughing, like, I'm not even kidding.
Which makes it so
And then you
funny.
have Brayden. Oh, God love Brayden. He just talks a lot, all the time, about nonsense.
But in his defense, I think I figured out that he has a legitimate story, but he starts it in his head, and then it comes out his mouth. But then details are left out that was up here. So then we're just staring at him blankly, like, what are you talking about?
And then if he doesn't know the word for something,
and then he gets frustrated
that we don't understand.
But like, I don't know all of the details.
And if he doesn't understand something, or doesn't know the word for something, instead of asking like, "Oh, what is the word for this?" or "What does,"
he replaces it with
he just
another
puts
word.
it with some other word that makes no sense. So at the end of the story that you started halfway into with 10 words that don't make sense,
it's fun.
what do you do with that?
Fun.
What do you do with that? And then he's
fun.
he likes to say mate a lot, like mate,
Oh my!
like a pirate,
it's
like
hilarious. You get so annoyed with it. I think it's hilarious.
Because you guys are on the same wavelength of brain.
Me and Brayden really do. We think, they still don't think I'm funny, but I think I'm funny. I think they're funny. What did he said something? I think it was at the wedding last night. I don't remember. I don't remember what it was, but it was like the equivalent to like, oh no, you dropped that, or something like that. Like, I don't even remember what the comment was or who it was to or what was going on. I just remember laughing to myself because it was like, oh no, you dropped that, mate. Like, it was like,
it's not that funny
like,
when you hear mate every single day.
It was like concern when somebody be like, oh no, you dropped that. But then he has to say it with his accent and put a mate on it. It's so funny.
Everyone in my family is bad at accents. Like, I'm somewhat decent.
I'm awesome at accent.
Give him an accent.
I talk to Harley in that one accent all the time. I can't do it on the spot though.
What one accent?
I don't even know. You'll just have to catch me off guard.
If you
one
want
day.
more life update, you can stop the video because it's not coming right now. It's just us rambling at this point. But do a British accent.
Hello, governor.
That was so stereotypical British.
How's the weather today? You're looking fine, man.
Now you're Jamaican?
That was Jamaican.
That's what happens.
That's Jamaican me crazy.
These videos are going to turn into like those Britney Spears TikToks like, really just trapped. Blink twice or wear yellow next video. Oh, man.
You're not trapped.
Someone
Why did he marry me?
I didn't know I was going to carbon copy of Becky Minton.
I am my own person. It just so happens we get along very well. We should have been sisters, not cousins. And she'll agree. Yep, she will. That was Becky Minton.
Oh, I mean, Lord.
What have I ever done?
They're going to be so confused. I never heard that song until...
I thought that was normal. That is a standard Union Hill song.
Exactly. Union Hill song.
We have our standards that apparently nobody else knows. Why me, Lord?
Where did... This song went from Brayden. So we watch Once Upon a Time, and Captain Hook says mate a lot, and so that's when Brayden got that. But then he watches Duck Dynasty, so he mixes in like Duck Dynasty with the mate. So like, I don't even know.
I love that he loves Duck Dynasty. I enjoy watching it.
Yeah, it's one of the tolerable shows that they watch. Like, I can actually don't watch that with him.
Yeah.
But.
All right, are we ready for dessert?
I don't know what I'm ready for.
I could get like breakfast. They have all day breakfast.
I don't know.
I could get like pancakes. That's like dessert. Isn't it weird that we have dessert for breakfast a lot of the time? Doesn't make sense.
It's because we're American. Go anywhere else and we're really weird. Anyway, so
Loser. That was.
I'm excited. I'm excited for our Colorado vlog. I also have another project that I'm working on that literally no one knows about. No one knows about it.
Do I know about it?
No. I just said no one knows about it.
I know, but when you say nobody knows, you're supposed to like include your wife.
It's
like,
a project that I don't know I'll ever release. I might. I've been working on it. I can't say much about it. I'm gonna stop there.
I don't like that. I don't know.
I'm gonna stop there. It's something I'm working on that I might release.
I feel out of the loop with my own husband. I tell him everything, and then he keeps things from me.
She tells me everything 3 times because she can't remember that she told me these things.
So I want to make sure they know.
Anyway, Colorado vlog coming up. We need to like get on the ball with like recording like new covers.
I tell him all the time, I want to record this as a cover.
What follow through is there after you say that statement?
Listen, I feel like if I get it out there,
it's my job to do the
yes.
rest. Okay.
You play the piano, I don't.
I play the what? You play the piano.
You play the piano.
You also play the piano.
But not as good as you.
Anyway, so yeah, a bunch of rambling. We've literally, I think 20 minutes of this was like an actual life update. The other 20 minutes was like nonsense. But people seem to watch our nonsense.
I don't know why.
Should we be concerned that like are we like a reality TV show? Like, are we that messed up?
Kind of cool.
That we're that messed up?
No, but that we would have a reality TV show.
Mm-mm.
I could tell my jokes all the time.
You know how many memes would be made of you?
You just gotta embrace it.
I feel like your mental health couldn't handle that. Anyway, so we're gonna go eat something.
Yeah. I'm still not super hungry. I think I'll just get dessert and coffee. Maybe 2 desserts and coffee. Maybe 5. I'm just kidding.
This is what happens. She starts randomly laughing. And then it just builds.
I'm funny. And sometimes, like, I think of things in my head which gets me laughing. And
This must be a scary place in there.
it's awesome.
Okay, for real now.
Okay, bye.